Welcome to Harmony Baptist Children's Corner. My name is Dave. This is COVID Home Edition number 17 for August 9th. How's it going? You've heard me talk about my grandchildren, Amelia and River, and last week I talked about Killian. I just want you to know that I'm having 2 more grandchildren. I'm so excited. Lucas and Janice are having a baby at the end of September. And then Nathan and Sarah are having a baby at the end of October. Now, this is what I know. I know that Lucas and Janice are having a boy, and his middle name is going to be Don. Very cool, very cool. And I know that Nathan and Sarah are having a girl, and that her name is going to be Robin with a Y. And I think that's really cool, too. That's sharp. And so, you know, the baby will have 2 older sisters, 3 girls for Nathan. Blessings, my son. You know, so it's very cool. We have new babies. Now, this is what else I know about babies. They cry. Yeah, sure, they did. They cry when they're tired, they cry when they're hungry, they cry when they need their bum change, they cry when they just want some attention, they cry when they want their mommy, they cry, babies cry. But that's all they got no words, you know. It's when you get older and you use your words, you learn words, you use them, and you cry less for things, you know. And sometimes you still things that'll bring, you know, tears to your eye, you know, like, I have to admit, there's still some commercials even, or a good movie, or some TV shows that, you know, I'm a tough man, no, you know, but, you know, sometimes you get teary-eyed. Other things bring tears to your eyes, too, like onions. Onions, you know, when you peel an onion or cut into an onion, apparently there's some gas that escapes, and it gets in your eyes and makes your eyes tear. Now, apparently I've heard, and it's worked for us, if you run cold water while you're doing that, and you cut it right there, it's not so bad. But, yeah, so onions bring a tear to your eye. Smoke, if you get smoke in your eyes, definitely get tears in your eyes. Hay fever's coming for those of us who have ragweed. We get pollen and the whole thing, and that brings tears to your eyes. There's one other thing that brings tears to your eyes, and that's guilt. Now, usually that guilt is associated with being caught. And then once you get caught at it, now you feel guilty and you feel bad, you start crying, oh, I'm sorry. But that guilt is there. And sometimes you don't even need to get caught. Sometimes you dwell on it, you start thinking about what the bad thing you did or whatever it is, and you can't live with it. It's so bad, and it'll actually make you, you know, your heartbreak and your sorrow, and it can bring a tear to your eye. You can cry about it, you know. So there's a story in the Bible. Well, it's not a story. This happened. Jesus was visiting a town. Now, in this town, there was this woman. Now, this woman didn't have a husband. She didn't have a boyfriend, but she had a lot of men friends, you know, and they gave her gifts, and that was how she made her money, with these men friends. And she was not a good girl. She was a bad girl. She knew it, but that was all she had. She didn't have a boyfriend or husband or nothing, and she didn't, like, how was she going to make money? So and she knew it. She knew she was bad. She felt bad about it, and I'm sure she had, you know, guilt about it. But so Jesus comes to this town. And in this town, he goes to visit the synagogue, and in the synagogue there's one of the elders, the Pharisees. His name's Simon. And Simon's interested. I like what this Jesus guy is saying. And he says, Jesus, I'd love to have you come to my house for dinner and talk some more. And Jesus said, I love that, you know, and bring your friends. So Jesus and his associates, the disciples, they go to Simon's house for dinner. It's kind of like a dinner party, you know. So while they're there and they're having their dinner party, and this woman, this bad woman, crashes the party. Now, I think she heard that Jesus, you know, the one who's doing miracles, they say he's the Son of God, like I think she heard he was there, and her guilt just racked her over. She just couldn't live, she had to go to him and just beg forgiveness, I think she was just so overwhelmed with how bad a person she was, she just couldn't face anybody, but she could go to him and beg, you know, so that's what she did. She went to the party and cried. She went in, and she just, like, burst into tears. She burst into tears at the sight of him. She falls down at his feet. She's crying so hard that she's soaking his feet. She's literally making his feet wet, and she sees this. So now she's kissing his feet, and she's wiping his feet with her hair. She's taking her hair, and she's kissing his feet. And they're all, you know, it's all wet from her tears, and she's wiping. And then she's got this jar of this ointment that it's like really expensive, and it must have cost her a lot. And she puts this on his feet. She starts wiping his feet, because to her, this is God's son, and she has no right to even be here, let alone talk to him, or so she's at his feet, worshiping at his feet. And that's worship. That's actual worship. And Simon comes into the room, Simon the Pharisee. He goes, excuse me, who let her, Jesus, Jesus, do you know who this woman? Surely why are you letting her do this to you? What don't you know who she is? What she does? Like, and Jesus says, actually, Simon, I do know. Thing is, Simon, I came to your house. You invited me to dinner. It was great. Thanks for having us here. But my feet are dusty from the road, and I walked in your house. You didn't offer me any water to clean my feet. She's been cleaning my feet with her tears. She's crying on my feet. She's washing them with her tears. You didn't kiss me with any greeting, not any saying hello, not like that. But she's been kissing my feet since she came in. And you didn't give me any oil for my hair, dusty or whatever, but she's brought this ointment and she's putting it on my feet. Simon, I have so much compassion for this woman. I love her, I forgive her, whatever things she thinks she's done wrong, I don't know them. They're nothing to me. I don't recall. I hold nothing against her. I hold nothing against her. And she looks at him and he's just giving her compassion. He's just loving her, full of compassion for her. And Simon didn't get it. Simon didn't welcome him. Simon didn't give him Simon, I have my friend Jesus, and look at guys, I got Jesus in my house. There was no compassion there. But this woman, she came as she was. And I think that's the thing. Jesus accepts us as we are. Come as you are. Come to Jesus as you are. You don't have to fake. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be anything. You just have to be you. Come as you are. And he'll surely accept you and love you and not hold any wrongs against you. He doesn't do that. So come as you are. Come see Jesus. He's just full of compassion. All right, that's all I got. Love you guys. Ciao. See you next week. Bye.